Did we have a nice swing or what? Remember, June 26th, we had the buy signal on Tesla when it broke 194.35. This right here, we could not break that number. Numbers are very important. If a stock does not go higher than a certain number, it indicates the level of confidence people have in that. So the level of confidence we had in January was pretty much 194.35. You can see the stock price as a level of confidence. We could not go higher than 194.35. But then things started to happen. You know, we had the FSD releases. You know, we had the robotaxi event that was coming. We had higher deliveries than last quarter. So these were all things, you know, that made people change their mind about Tesla. Well, maybe Tesla is not doing so bad after all. Maybe I should buy into some stock a little bit. And then this is what happened. This pushed the price higher than 194.35, which it could not do since January this year. And this is what indicated to us, boom, this is the time to buy. Something has changed in the market. The tug of war between the buyers and sellers is shifting. The buyers are winning in terms of the fact that the prices are going higher, but buyers will have to pay higher for a share if they don't have it. If you already have some shares, you want the stock price to go higher. If you don't, you want the stock price to go lower so that you can maybe get in at a lower price. But the buyers pushed the sellers, and there was not enough shares that the price had to go higher to mitigate the number of people that wanted to buy additional or buy into Tesla. And this is what shifted the price from 194.35 to 265. At 265, we knew there was some danger at 265 that Tesla would be slowing down or even stopping. Because this is what happened in the past. We are not inventing anything. We had some, Tesla stopped at 265.32 on October of last year. It stopped there. It stopped there again December 28th. We went higher and higher and higher, but then the supply, there is more supply at 265.32 than buyers, so the price has been coming down. So we knew that when we were getting very close to 265.32, we knew that things could be happening. There was a definite possibility that we could be reversing. And we have reversed. It does not mean that we won't go back. But we have reversed from 265.32. Even though we broke it twice for 2 consecutive days, we had people that had to pay higher than 265.32 in order to get some stock. So, this was somewhat indicating that we could have had a break, but we wait to confirm a break until we close above. When the close of the day closes above 265.32, and it did not do it. It did not do it. We went lower, went higher again, and we are a little bit lower. Not in terms of the close. We are higher today in terms of the close than yesterday because the close is the top of this green candle and the bottom of the red candle. So, in terms of the close, we are higher than yesterday. But in terms of the overall price structure, you see here, this is the range of price that people paid yesterday for a Tesla stock. And this is the range today. So, which one is more expensive than the other? So yesterday, Tesla stock was more expensive than today. So it is still going higher. If it had been perfectly like this, I would have said it's the same price. But now this is not the same price. This is a little bit lower. So we are going to look at it day by day to see if we are going to spot a change in people's mind and behaviors about Tesla stock. So 265.32 is still our threshold. And the fact that we stopped here this month, this validates that this is an important number because last time was in December. So 6 months later, the same number. This is not numerology. I'm not taking my first name and adding the number value of each letter of my first name to come up with a number and doing something with it. This is not like that at all. This is just looking at scientific data. We have the data of all the transactions in Tesla, and we are plotting it on a chart. And this is what is telling us the frontiers that the stock price need to break. So far, we have nothing to do. We are stuck between two numbers. We are going sideways. We are between 265 and 32 and 238. This is where we are, and we are zigzagging between the two. This is what the congestion zone is. We should be zigzagging, and we are not making predictions until things happen. We are going to be zigzagging until, we break it on the upside or we break it on the downside. And this is going to give us a direction upon which to make a trade. So right now we are in a wait and see period. If you still own the Tesla stock that you maybe bought at 194.35, this is still good for you. You are still in the money. It's not currently at $263 where it was a couple of days ago. But, it's not at 238 either where it was a couple of days ago. And it should be zigzagging between the two. You can sell at any point in time if you feel like you made enough money and you want to sell. Or if you are an investor, you are going to hold on to Tesla shares regardless of what's happening to them. Even though the stock price might be going down for 2 years, you are going to hold on to them. So this is okay too. There are different ways to make money in the stock market. You can hold something long term, hoping that it goes higher, and Tesla should be going higher because it's a great company. Or you can focus on swings. You get in when the swing starts, and you get out when the swing stops. So these are two different ways. One is called trading, and the other is called investing. So far, the traders that got out are kind of in a wait-and-see attitude with Tesla. And that's fine with us. There are other stocks that we can look at and buy. Take a look at the VIX. When the VIX is going up, stock market is going down. So right now, VIX is pretty much still climbing a little. So this is a concern. We should keep this in mind. We have some resistance with the VIX at 1348. This is where we stopped in the past. We'll see if we start breaking that. US bonds, nice red candle. We are down 1.65%. So this is a pretty big move down. So this should be helping the stock market as a whole. Let's take a look at the stock indices. Wow, look at this. Dow Jones stocks go sideways. And when they break on the high side, they launch. So same thing happened with Tesla. Same thing is happening right here. We see it very often. This is a pattern that works. So Dow Jones is doing great. S&P continuing. This one had its congestion zone break not too long ago. This one is just going sideways. Let's take a look at our important stock. So Apple, just a sideways day today. Amazon, sideways day also. This one broke the congestion zone at 190. It went a little bit higher. Now it's cooling down a little bit. This one is in a different state because it has a big resistance that it needs to break. So, we have a lot of sellers right here. This is why it's not going like this. And it might even bounce and not come back for a while. AMD, this one did not go over 185. We were waiting for that. So having a resistance line is helping us not enter a stock that is really not ready. It was not ready here on January of this year. It was not ready here March of this year. And it was not ready in July of this year. So let's just wait and see. It doesn't cost us anything to wait and see. Adobe, we had a break at 527 right here, and we are continuing. ARM, we had the break at 177, but because we have some resistance right here, it is a little bit harder. The supply is there, so this is hard. We might be coming back. Google, same thing here. It is continuing at a slow pace, but it's not launching because the supply is there. Lots of supply. Microsoft, we had a nice break right here at 431 not too long ago in June. This one is doing pretty good. Stochastic over 60. So in terms of the wave might be coming back down. Meta going sideways. This one was a fluke. We had the break at 523.39. Stayed a couple of days and then boom, came back. So it sometimes happens. This is why we put this stop loss that's not too far below so that we get taken out with minimal loss. NVIDIA, same thing. You know, we have resistance right here. It is very hard for it to break. When we were away from the resistance, we had a break right here. Boom, we had a nice ride. Close to resistance, it's always hard. Palantir, we had the big resistance that we broke. We had the big resistance right here at 27.53. We broke it. We have broken it, and now we should be continuing. There's a temporary small resistance there, but we should be continuing. We have the earnings call on August 5th, so maybe people are wary a little bit of that, but we don't have big horizontal resistance that are too close, so we should be moving. SMCI going sideways. SoFi, okay. We saw it. We saw it right here, July 11th. And now we are just continuing and we are breaking pretty much everything. I did not get into that one. You know, I cannot get into everything. And I don't want to spray myself too thin. I want to choose a few stocks and invest a bit more heavily in them. But this one, you know, this one is launching pretty good. It stopped at 775. We'll see what happens. We had a resistance at 746. It stopped yesterday there, broke it today. So we'll see what happens with 775. Look at stochastic, super high at 95. RSI overbought. You know, this one is really going. Take a look at our EV stocks. So BYD had a nice break. So far, we are holding above 30.79. Lucid. Okay, Lucid, we had a nice move 2 days ago. Moved down. Now it's starting to stabilize a little bit. So maybe this is going to be time to get back in. 382 was an interesting resistance that we are back above. So I'm going to watch it for a couple more days before I decide if I get in. Neo Battery Material doing nothing. Neo doing nothing. Novonix doing nothing. Xpeng not too bad. We are up 6% today. We are still into a congestion zone until we break 977. This could be pretty much zigzaggy and random. Rivian, 2.5%. So Rivian has been very strong lately. Very, very strong. Very happy about that. You know, it could stop at 1959 right here. And after that, it should be good for 24.62. Nouveau Monde Graphite doing nothing. Nikola Mining, this one is new. We have been looking at it recently. This one broke 34 cents. This one is pretty good. Bitcoin bouncing nicely on 57, continuing. XRP, wow, look at this. XRP 7.5% higher today. Very, very nice. Gold, we have a break right here. We have a break for gold. We have broken a horizontal congestion zone. We have broken 1893. You know, this is a launch. This is a launch. If you want to get back into gold, this is your time. We could be good for a nice swing until 20-something right here, depending on when we are going to hit it. Silver, not yet ready. Silver is not yet ready. This one is a laggard a little bit. So yeah, Tesla, it is maintaining itself quite well. We are going to have the earnings call next week. So next week, we should have a resolution for this congestion zone. Is it going to continue higher? Is it going to continue lower? So I think this should be resolved Tuesday of next week, so which would mean Wednesday morning. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you like what I do, you can become a YouTube member. Click on my TradingView affiliate link. I have a live masterclass that is going to happen Sunday, July 28th from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern Time. This is on Zoom. I will tell you everything I know about drawing trend lines that predict future stock movements. So join me. There's a link in the description below. Check it out. I'm going to wish you a great evening. We are going to talk tomorrow, and I'm going to tell you à la prochaine.